Everybody, no, I'm just kidding. Hey guys, Jake with Average Guys. FaceTime thingy. I don't even want to call this thing, but it is what it is. But I'm gonna jump back into it. A lot of things have happened this week, so the first thing I want to talk about is the NBA. All this shit that's been going on this past week. Copa America was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And there was some other news with like MMA stuff that went happened, and I was reading some stuff today, and I think everybody needs to learn about this stuff right now. But yeah, let's talk about this. LeBron got his first ring for Cleveland, which was exciting for the city. No one really cared, other than Cleveland. No offense, but it was good to see LeBron, get his ring and finally bring a championship to. I think Cleveland hasn't won anything seriously since it's been like years, like 70s, 60s. But that's kind of cool. I don't know what was going on with Golden State. Golden State was completely trash. Like you go from a series from 3, like you're up, like 1 game and you're done, and you fucking lose that. Like that's never happened before. That's the first time ever. I don't know. It's very strange. To me, I think that they just were tired and just couldn't do it anymore. I don't know. The referees were kind of not calling a lot of stuff for Golden State, which was not cool. You can totally tell, like LeBron's pushing and shoving, and yeah, he wasn't getting anything. So I mean, you can clearly tell if he wants to replay, you can clearly tell there was some stuff that wasn't going on, that wasn't right. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the defensive structure for the Golden State, where they were just, oh my gosh, the defense was so bad. Like this was the worst I've ever seen someone. The defense was just horrible. No one was talking to each other. No one was communicating. If you're gonna do defense on somebody, stick with your guy. If you know that the other guy is gonna, if you do a pick and roll top of the key, or even it doesn't really matter anywhere. If you do a pick and roll, LeBron's gonna go with the weaker person. It just is what it is, right? You fucking don't the switches. That's what kills me. The switches with this team. You got Steph Curry guarding him. Okay, that's fine. Guarding somebody. Okay, Kyrie Irving guarding him. Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay, defensive player. Okay. Then he switches. And you got freaking 7'2" Zealy on him, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This is what I'm talking about. Is switching. If you're gonna switch, make sure the other person that's switching is just as good a defensive player as you, or at least that could guard that person. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're saying you can be fucking all time, but I'm saying they're saying if that person you're switching with can man up and fucking make smart moves. You know what I'm saying? You got LeBron switched three times to Azili. I'm like, oh my gosh, you switched. If you're gonna switch, Draymond goes to the other player. I'm like, oh no, Draymond, really? And then you got Azili guarding LeBron James. Really? LeBron is going to switch that all day. And I'm like, wow, seriously? Like, switching like that. So you can't have a big guy that's slower with a freaking guy that's, 6'8", LeBron James, that's faster on his feet. You can't do that. You just can't. You gotta read. You gotta talk. You gotta read it. You gotta stick with your guy. Stick with your guy. It's just, I don't know. I think that's what they did in the first three games. I think the Golden State was just smart. If they switched, it was for the right person. They're like, okay, he has it. Don't worry about it. But I mean, it was frustration. You can tell. Steph Curry was a no-show. He's been a no-show for a while now, but you can tell his knee's been bothering him. I mean, if Kevin Love can guard you the last minute of the game, something's fucking wrong. Kevin Love is probably the worst defender in this fucking series, and he's guarding Steph Curry, and he's doing a good job. He did a good job, by the way. But the fact is, come on, dude. Kevin Love, really? Like, I can juke that motherfucker. Seriously? I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, come on. Like, drill it. Stop being a little bitch. But I don't know. I think you tell his knee. So I feel bad for the guy because Golden State, they brought their A game. But Cleveland just smelled for blood. They just went for it. It kind of switched hands because last year Golden State, they won it. They smelled blood. They fucking just destroyed Cleveland. And then this year was the same thing. So, I mean, they got back at each other, which is kind of cool. I mean, what are you going to do? Golden State, I'm hearing that they're in talks with Kevin Love. I mean Kevin Love, Kevin Durant. I'm like, you need defense. You don't need offense. Stick with defense. You need a bigger guy in the post that you can rely on. If Bogut goes down, you need someone to help you out, or you need someone that's a little more, that can help Draymond too. But you don't need offense. Offense is not really the problem here. I think Steph Curry will come back more mental. His mentality will be more stronger this next year. So I think it got to him. I think they're you're pushing at a 73 record, and it's like that's not important. Important is a championship. But I think you guys got a little too ahead of yourself. You're like, fuck it, we're gonna do it too. And I think that's what killed it. You guys just overdid it. I think injuries and I think cockiness, a little bit of cockiness. Quite honest with you. Yeah, like cockiness. I don't know. I guess I don't see it every time I see Golden State's cocky. They're not. I don't really see it, but yeah, I guess they are a little cocky. I think it was hearing LeBron was gonna go to the Lakers. That's not gonna happen. I was kind of like, it's interesting. LeBron, no, it's not gonna happen. He's gonna stay in Cleveland until they lose. Till they lose, and probably loses, and then you're like, I'm going back to Miami now. But most likely he probably will go back to Miami, or at least go to maybe LA. I don't think I want him just because he'll only be here for a year, and then he'll just probably jet out again. But this is what I'm learning too. And the Knicks, by the way, Knicks got Derrick Rose. Okay, let's get this out of the way now. What the fuck was that? Really? Derrick fucking Rose? Derrick Rose has been good since like 2010. Yeah, I can fucking show you the stats. I just don't want to bring that up. Fucking trash, dude. Injuries, his heart's not there. Like, maybe a change of scenery that could help him, but I mean, the Lakers have done that like 3 times with different players. They brought Roy Hibbert in. Change of scenery, trash. I don't know. I just don't see it. I think what else? Dwight Howard's talking about going to the Big Apple to Knicks. You don't want to go backwards. Go forwards. You guys already built a solid foundation. Why are you going to piss that down the drain for a fucking guy that's fucking trash? No offense to any Dwight Howard supporters, but if I'm Phil Jackson and he's the smartest fucking basketball mind ever, why would you go backwards? You got to go forward. You got Porzingis. You just get another center. You don't need Dwight Howard. I don't think Dwight Howard wouldn't fit in the system that he's implementing. Jeff Hornacek, I'm pretty sure, is going to run a fast-paced offense, which doesn't make any sense for Melo. Derrick Rose, with that type of offense, you got to be careful, especially Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose can do it, but he's injuries, man. Those fast offense, look at Kobe, fucked up his day. What else? Oh, yeah, by the way, I was looking at, some guy sent me this. It was the Lakers, and it was like, this will be good. This will get us to the playoffs. Okay, let me break this down for you real quick. Alright, let's look at this. Whiteside is center. Okay, that's fine. Whiteside's pretty decent, pretty good. I kind of question his mentality on how he acts, because he does act like a kid. It's like I'm talking to my nephew or something. It's like a baby, right? Okay. Alright, okay, go with that. Probably going to pay like, what, 100 and something million for this motherfucker? Okay, that's fine. Then you got Randall, which, Randall you need to trade. You can't keep Randall. Randall's not gonna benefit you. He's just he does no defense. It's just you need someone that's gonna block. Yeah, I understand that Whiteside will carry the most defensive part, but then you're gonna put it all on him to do it. Like, you can't do that. You need an all around guy. Randall he's I don't know. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass because this was first season last season, but I still think you could trade him and get a better piece. Okay. Then you got Russell. Okay, Russell's fine. I like Russell. I'm glad you're not going to trade him. Keep him. That's fine. Okay, let's keep him. All right, let's go with that. Then you got DeMar DeRozan. Okay, DeMar DeRozan's good. You're overpaying him, but I'm hearing he's not going to leave anyways, and he's going to stay in the Raptors. But if he does come here, okay, he's decent. Like in the West, I think he would be like a top 15, top 12 guard tops. No offense. Like East, he's pretty decent because he sucks. But he's the West here. He's gonna have to step his game up. He did pretty good in the playoffs this year, so I'll give him that. So he was impressive. I think the last 2-3 games he was kind of trash, but I can't take that away from him. He was pretty good. To me, he's like a Jeff Teague type of guy. Decent, but not gonna go over overdo it. But I mean, and again, I could be wrong. I kind of like DeRozan. I was kind of pushing for it. I think Isaiah was the one that was V was the one that was against DeRozan. I think he was like, DeRozan's cool, but you need like 3 more. You need another piece. And then we get Ingram. Okay, all that I just said with Ingram and all that, that would not. Are you fucking serious? You gotta be out of your mind. That would not take it as a playoffs. I'll be like at least 11, 12 seed. Don't sit there and talk out of your ass, Laker fans, and be like, oh, this could take us. No, I did that once. I did that twice. I always got on my ass like, no, dude, don't do it. No, yeah, come on. We got Roy Hibbert. And I'm like, no. I look at the stat sheet. I'm like, that doesn't, like, how's that going to impress anybody? That doesn't do anything. So, I mean, it could be a Portland Trailblazers type of team where you look at Portland like, look at shit. They over, like, you know, but then next thing you know, they're in the second round of the playoffs. So, I don't know. But then you have a solid guard. You know, it wasn't for Portland for that guard. I think they would be kind of sucky. But they have a good backcourt. We didn't have a solid backcourt. We don't have any. We have Russell, that's new. And then you got Ingram, but that's kind of it. That would take like years to develop. That wouldn't take over season. If they want to make a second round of playoffs, they have to boost up their fucking superstar quality. No one's going to come to the Lakers with that. Like, I just don't understand that. You're going to have to trade Randall or trade somebody to get Paul George. If Paul George will bring in the names, you're going to have to do it. And from a business standpoint, I'm a fucking business major. Come on. Business standpoint, I look at it as I have to get Paul George. I'm going to try any way possible to get fucking Paul George. Fuck all this other shit. Paul George. Everything else will come into play. But that one player will fucking attract everything. You don't fucking bring in Whiteside and fucking and the DeRozan first. You bring that last. You go after fucking Paul George. That's the main guy you're going to have to bring. You can't fuck everybody else. And none of this shit where, we could do this. No, you don't want to do that. It's so stupid. Every time I read this shit, I'm like, are you serious? What are you talking about? But I don't want to be disrespectful, but I mean, I'm glad you like your opinion. But I'm looking, I'm like, come on, dude, seriously. And plus, I don't think Whiteside would leave Miami anyways. I mean, they get Kevin Durant, but I don't know. That if I was a GM, I want to look for anywhere possible to bring in Paul George. Yeah, I'm sorry, Indiana fans, but that's what I want. Kevin Durant, he's not likely to come. If LeBron said I'm coming, he will probably come, but he's probably going to go to either Golden State or he goes to OKC, which I wouldn't even stay in OKC, dude. You're going to have to get out of there. Probably go to, I mean, if I was Kevin Durant, I would go to the Lakers. Not just saying I'm a Laker fan, I'm just saying everything makes sense for me. Market-wise, I have the right people in front of me. I can talk to Kobe, or I can talk to even players that were there that would help me out mentally. And he has the right point guard, a passing guard. OKC doesn't have that. You have Westbrook. And you think if you get a point guard, another guard, that would help Westbrook out, that passes the ball more, do you really fucking think Westbrook's going to allow him to do that? Like, I just don't see it. Westbrook's just not the type of guy. He's a very smart player, but he's just, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see how that works out. Copa America was yesterday. That was actually pretty decent. USA lost like 4-0, which I knew that was going to happen. No offense, USA fans, but we're getting better. But I think we need to hold our players accountable, man. That they just look terrible. They look scared. I noticed that we always have a decent team, but we always look scared. I mean, fuck, I'm going against Messi and these really good these Spanish fucking team. Our team is fucking fantastic, man. I knew that was going to happen. I'm like, oh, Messi's so good. So, I mean, it's kind of, that's like their Kobe over there, their LeBron. Yeah, they advanced. Wait to see how that big finale is going to end up. UFC, they just sold, supposedly. So I hear that they sold the company for $4 billion. And now they're saying that there has to be a lot more work to be done to get the deal done, which is understandable. You think fucking they're gonna be like, okay, cool, I sold the UFC. There you go. No, it's probably gonna take a couple months for it to go through, or at least a month to go through all the paperwork and all the OKs and all that. But Dana White better be careful, because if he's CEO, if I learned correctly in business class, if you're a CEO and the business owners don't like you, you're fucking out. So, I mean, he's just the face of the franchise, but sometimes it's always good to get a refreshment and start new with somebody else to get this going. But I don't know. He always talks out of his ass. I mean, if you look it up, look up Brandon Schaub on YouTube. Brandon Schaub didn't really say anything negative. He's on the Herd. You know, everything from the Herd is always negative, anyways. But if you go on the Herd, he's like, he said some stuff about UFC and how his thing didn't go well. But Dana White just like took that shit way to the heart, way too hard, and he was just like, if you're trash, pretty much garbage. Like that's why you didn't make it. Like you don't say shit about your ex, coworkers. You don't say that. If I was a CEO, I'm not gonna sit there and say, Steve, the reason I fired you is you're fucking garbage. I'm not gonna say that. That's fucking makes me look like a complete idiot. So yeah, I don't know. I think he just oversteps his boundaries sometimes, and someone needs to kind of put him in this place. Say, shut the fuck up. You're gonna run our company, and you're gonna run it right, or I'm gonna bitch slap you. I'll have Brock Lesnar bitch slap the shit out of you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the only 3 topics I have on my top of my mind right now. The only reason why I brought the Rose thing, it just happened like 15 minutes ago. So that just happened, and then the Dwight Howard coming out. I'm like, oh gosh. But yeah, then but I'm giving you a heads up. Lakers need to step in the right direction. This is the perfect time to do it. You can't wait LeBron to be like, okay, I'm gonna come. You can't do that. You gotta jump now. You're gonna have to pull your chips in and fucking grab something you can get. And unfortunately, I don't see them signing. If they do sign free agents, those are probably the top 2 free agents they're gonna sign is Whiteside and DeRozan. I just don't want to be like the Bucks. Look at the Bucks. Like they have so much talent. They don't trade anything. They sign these big agents, and then they're like their B and C agent, like free agents, and they're trash. I mean, look at the power forward they signed. He was from Detroit. I can't think of his fucking name. But he passed it to the Lakers, and okay, and then he ended up sucking dick. Like he was terrible. So I'm sorry I offend anybody, but yeah, he was just terrible. It was like, oh my god, I don't know what the heck. So I mean, me and my girlfriend were talking about this all the time, and I'm like, he always says that we need to build, smart, not stupid, and go after LeBron. That'd be really dumb. And she was right. Kind of thought about this morning. I'm like, man, she's right. So yeah, I don't know what else to go on. I think double check the next few days. I got the summer school this week, and then I got work, and then I'm going on vacation again. So yeah, I don't think anything else. If I'll be posting on these things, I think because the draft's tomorrow. I really hope we get Ingram. We keep Ingram, but if we can trade that pick, trade it. That's tomorrow. I think at 4 or 5. I think I'm not sure. I wouldn't be shocked if we don't trade it because we haven't traded any of our picks yet. No offense to Russell and Randall. I kind of hope they traded Randall because I wasn't too fan of Randall when he came in. He's too arrogant. But yeah, I think tomorrow is going to be a big thing. I'm hoping that I hear some big news, but I'm not going to hold my breath just yet. So I really hope tomorrow's going to be a big thing. I don't think 76ers is going to be garbage for another 10 years. No offense. Ben Simmons is not going to help you guys out. He needs help. Yeah, the Knicks are going to be really high in the next few weeks. I just don't want us going down the same path as the Knicks because the Knicks are exactly how the Lakers were. They didn't know where they were going to go cut corners to do this or not cut corners, and I think the Lakers are now finally realizing that they can't cut corners. They're just going to have to go and just build, and they better hope their team makes it to the playoffs next season because they're fucking fired if they're not. I don't know what else to say, man. Let's see how the draft goes. The Lakers have a high end to see of doing something, but it doesn't look too good for the certain teams out there. But go Lakers, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah.